Hello and welcome back. We are here with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be talking about how much money I'm making now that I'm monetized as a YouTube partner. So I've passed 1,000 subscribers, which is what you need in order to start monetizing. So I wanted to break down exactly what my experience has been through this whole journey, how long it's taken me, and exactly how much I've gotten paid. So let's get into it. So there's a few things I want to talk about, and the first one is my personal experience with this. So you might see other creators who have been able to do this within a month or two and skyrocket their subscribers, and that didn't happen for me. And if it doesn't happen for you, that's okay. But for me, it took me a year. So I started this whole journey about a year ago. I purchased my Tesla in June of 2023, and I started making content shortly after that. And so the first thing I want to talk about is how important it is to niche down. You want to make sure that you pick a niche that's pretty narrowed down that helps you build an engaged community. Otherwise, if you don't do this and your topic is too broad or too general, it's just going to get lost. I mentioned to you that my niche is Tesla camping, and the way that I came up with that is, okay, my niche is travel. Well, that's too broad, so how do we break travel down? Well, okay, I do camping. Well, what kind of camping? Oh, I do car camping. Okay, so see how we're narrowing this down? And now I'm car camping, but I'm specifically Tesla camping, so that's different than just regular car camping. So that helps me niche it down and find people who share very specific common interests with me, and that's going to set you apart from the rest as well. So I've found that generally speaking, that works really well, and all of my titles on my videos are specifically about my Tesla, either in a campground or at a park or on a road trip or at a supercharger. So I'm being very, very specific with my videos. And at first I was really hesitant to do this because I thought that being super specific was going to limit me as far as my success or my views, and it's actually done the exact opposite. So it's given me more views than on average somebody with 1,000 subscribers would have. Pretty sure I have at least 4 or 5 videos that are over 20,000 views for only having, which I have about 1,400 subscribers as of right now. But my content, as you've probably seen, is all about Tesla camping. So I do content on road trips all over California, my Tesla camping experiences, since you can sleep in the car and run the camp mode all night. So I show that whole process and break down exactly how I do these trips, especially with supercharging and going long distances. So this has allowed me to build an engaged community of other people who share common interests with me. So that has allowed me to see quite a bit of success. Now, I want to talk about other things that have sort of attributed to that. There's going to be 3 key pillars to this. Your content needs to either be informative, entertaining, or solve a problem for your viewers. So in my case, mine's sort of a combination of both informative and entertaining because it's sort of in the style of a vlog. So I'm vlogging about my trip and my experiences, but I'm also providing information on how people can do road trips and camping similar to myself. So I've met 2 of those. Also, creating a captivating thumbnail is super important. So the thumbnail is the image that pops up when your video shows up on YouTube. So if somebody searches Tesla camping, for example, and you scroll through and you see all the videos that it suggests, which one are you more likely to click on? Probably the one with the super engaging thumbnail. So it's really important to have a really catchy thumbnail. You want something with really large text, a nice photo. So in my case, I have nice photos of my car in certain locations with some big text around it. So the thumbnail is a really important key part on grabbing the viewer's attention. Now, I would compare the thumbnail very similarly to a book cover, right? So when you pick up a book, the first thing you see is the cover. So you know how they always say, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, that's the first thing you see on your YouTube video. So it's really, really important to make that first impression, grab the viewer's attention, and bring them into your video. So we talked about the 3 pillars, we talked about the thumbnail, and then another important factor to your videos is adding a slight little bit of controversy. So we'll talk about my top performing video in a minute. Basically, I created a video on how my car got a flat tire. At first I was thinking, oh, this is just kind of stupid, silly content that I can make, and I'll just post it just because. Well, it turns out that a lot of people had a lot of things to say about how I handled my flat tire. So a lot of people commented and said what they would have done instead, and they could have spent less money, blah, blah, blah. And to me, that doesn't matter, but what does matter is that all of these people commented on my video. So what that did was YouTube looked at that and said, oh, this is content that people are interested in. Let's push this out further into the algorithm. So therefore, it caused it to be my top performing video to date with about 55,000 views so far. And I only have 1,000 subscribers. So this is a pretty big deal. So that slight bit of controversy caused all these people to comment on my video, and then the video performed better. So you do want an element of that. So, but be careful with your controversy, because you can go down a rabbit hole with this. So we talked about the 3 pillars, we talked about the thumbnail, and we talked about the controversy. Now the last point I want to talk about is consistency. I've only posted a video about once a month, so that hasn't given me a whole lot of results, as many results as I think it could if I were to post a lot more frequently. I think if I posted on a weekly basis very consistently, I would probably be further along than where I am. But I'm sharing my personal experience with you, because a lot of people can't get results this quick. So I'm trying to keep it real. Consistency is really important, and I'm a firm believer that you could have just your iPhone and set up wherever you want, and as long as you're posting consistently, you'll outperform the people who have the most expensive gear, most expensive lighting setups, and people who only post every other month or sporadically. So keep working on your content, keep publishing, keep posting consistently, and that will set you apart from everybody else. All these things are important, right? So let's recap all of the important things. So we have the 3 pillars of your content, which is it informative, is it entertaining, or does it solve a problem for your viewer? Does it have an eye-catching or a captivating thumbnail? Are you posting consistently, whether that's every week, every other day, once a month, whatever is best for you? And is there a slight bit of controversy? So I think that is the magic sauce to how I've been able to do my YouTube content over the last year. So now that we've gone over my personal experience, let's talk about exactly how much I made in the last 2 months. So first of all, I want to start all of this by saying I literally thought I was going to be making pennies per month. I thought I was going to get like $1.50 for my first month of being monetized, and I actually did way better than that. So I want to show you my screen so we can talk about all the analytics. I want to show you my stats. So let's go to July to start. So July of 2024 is when I first started monetizing this. So I posted a video on July 4th, and that was kind of what helped put me over the edge of 1,000 subscribers. So once I hit that, that was probably my highest paid day to date. So if I look here, I made $13.13 on Friday, July 5th, the day after I posted the video. That was my highest paid date yet so far, which $13 isn't a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, when you're first starting out, like, this is pretty exciting. Like, that's a Chipotle burrito right there. When I was only expecting $1.50 for the entire month, and I've already made $13 in one day, imagine 30 days of $13 a day. Like, it's pretty exciting stuff. So I want to go over exactly what all my numbers were and kind of show you exactly what I did here. In July, so I started monetizing on July 4th. I made $9.05. This was my highest paid day of $13. And then it kind of, it fluctuates a little bit, and then it starts to level out here, about averaging about $4 to $5 a day. So that was for the entire month of July. I also had someone give me what's called a super thanks, which is like a donation that you can give to somebody on their YouTube video. And what I discovered is that unfortunately with the super thanks, YouTube does take a pretty big cut of that. So I had someone very generously donate $5 in the month of June, but I only took home $3.50 of that. So I think if you're planning on donating to a creator, I would maybe not do that through YouTube, because YouTube takes a cut from the creator. So if you want to make sure that all of your donation goes to that creator, I would maybe see if the creator has some sort of Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, something in their bio or in their description where you could actually donate the full amount. So in June, I did make $3.50 from the very generous viewer who gave me a donation. In July, you can see a total here of $162.49. So that was my total for the month. I just gave you the full breakdown, and I only posted 2 long-form videos that month. I didn't do any shorts. This is all just for long-form content right here. $162.49 in July, and then as you can see in August, I did $137.65. Now the interesting thing about August is that I did not post a single video in August. I was moving to a new place and was just really busy with packing up my apartment, and I just didn't have time. I didn't do any road trips or anything like that, so I didn't make any videos. But despite that, I passively made $137.65 in the month of August, which is still so fantastic for not doing anything other than engaging with comments and engaging with my community. All things considered, like, I'm doing a lot better than I thought I was going to do with this monetization. Again, I thought I was gonna make like $1.50 for the entire month. So this is really exciting so far. I'm only 2 months into it, but once I get a year into it, I'll probably do another video to update you on exactly how I'm doing, but I plan to increase my output of video content and also be more consistent with it so that hopefully I can start to see these numbers rise as the year goes on. Also, I wanted to break down, this tells me other analytics. For example, the watch page ads, $137.55, which is pretty much the entire month of August, all came from the watch page ads. So this is all for long form content, and then also you can see the shorts feed ads right here. So in the shorts feed, when you're scrolling through YouTube Shorts, I made 10 cents off of this. I didn't post any shorts, so this makes sense why this number is so low, because I didn't do anything. So the watch page ads, this is where all the long form content is. Then if I go over here into my content performance, you can see exactly what videos are responsible for how much revenue that I'm making. So as I mentioned to you before, my flat tire video is my best performing video, and this contributed to $62.51 in the month of August. Obviously, definitely the top performing revenue driver as well. So this tells me that I'm getting $6.04 approximately for every 1,000 views, and I've had 22,000 views in the month of August. So these are some really cool stats. And if I go back to July, you can see this as well. Same thing, flat tire video outperformed everything by at least double, with $80.43 coming from specifically the flat tire video. Now, one thing I do want to clarify is that you're not getting paid based on how many total views your videos are getting. You're getting paid based off of how much time people are spending watching the ads that come either before or during your videos. So if you really want to make a lot of money with this, you could ask your friends and family to watch your content, but not just watch the content, let the ads play out fully, and that's how you're gonna make more money, is letting those ads play. It's for every ad view. So I just wanted to clarify that. So currently we are in September. Today is Sunday, September 8th, 2024. I am at $18 so far for the month. Now, I haven't posted any long form content yet, not since July. I did start posting some shorts, so I'm gonna do some testing and experimenting to see if I can make a decent amount from the shorts. Now, if I scroll down here, just in the 3 days that I've posted shorts, I've made 41 cents. So it's really not a lot, but that's also because my shorts aren't reaching or getting nearly as many views as my long form content does. So for example, my shorts are anywhere between 500 to 900 views over the last 3 days compared to the flat tire video, which is at 55,000 views, and then the Redwood National Park video, that one's at probably 25,000 views now. So you can see why there's kind of an imbalance between the shorts versus the long form content. So this is the month of September so far, kind of ranges anywhere between $2 to $4 per day. So I'm hoping that once I start posting more content that I'll see this skyrocket, and I'll be excited to share that with all of you. But the biggest thing to note here is that you're gonna see these numbers fluctuate a lot. This isn't something you wanna count on every month being the same. It's gonna be different depending on the time of year, depending on the type of content you post, and depending on all those factors that we mentioned earlier. So is it informative? Is it entertaining? Does it solve a problem for your viewer? Is it controversial? Do you have an eye-catching thumbnail? And are you posting consistently? So all of those things are super, super important in your success and how well you do on YouTube. Now, again, it took me a year to get to the 1,000 subscriber mark. So in order to be eligible for the YouTube Partner Program, you need to have a combination of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours for the long form content. Or if you have 10 million views on YouTube Shorts plus 1,000 subscribers, then you will be eligible as well. So those are the eligibility requirements, and I met the 4,000 watch hours. Actually, that I met relatively quick. So that wasn't super difficult, but getting the 1,000 subscribers did take a while. So that goes back to why it's so important to niche down and pick a niche where you're building an engaged community, where people are constantly commenting on your videos and interacting with you, and that's how you build interest not only for catching new viewers, but retaining existing viewers as well. So I've only done this for 2 months, or I've only been monetized for 2 months. So this is all I have to show you at the moment, but I wanted to at least give you an update on my journey. And so maybe when I hit the 6-month mark, maybe I'll do another video so that you can see. But here's some more advanced analytics that kind of tell you exactly how much your estimated revenue is, what the RPM is, which is basically how much you're getting paid per 1,000 views. And so then it calculates all of this for you. It has a whole list of all of my videos that I've ever done and tells me all the revenue that I'm making. And there's a whole bunch of other analytics here that gets very specific by gender, by age, by city, where they're located. So it's a really cool set of analytics that you can take a look at. But the one other thing I did want to mention is when YouTube pays you, they don't take out any taxes. So you have to be careful with this, because when you're earning money and it gets deposited into your bank account, you still have to pay taxes on that money at the end of the year. Now, every state and country is different on their tax laws, but just make sure that you're aware of this so that you don't accidentally spend all of your money, because this is only revenue. So you still have to pay taxes come tax time, and usually you have to fill out, I forget what the form is, I think it's a W-9. I think it's a W-9 that you have to fill out. That's what you need to expect when you get paid. So they're not going to take the taxes out for you. So all in all, I'm super happy with my success so far with the YouTube Partner Program. I've already made $322.31 in the 2 months that I've been monetized. So really looking forward to continuing to do this more and posting more consistently so I can see my results over the next few months. So as always, I really, really appreciate your support. Please like, comment below, subscribe, do your thing. I really, truly appreciate it. And I have lots of other content if you're interested in any of my Tesla camping or road trip adventures. I've gone all over California, Utah, camping, road tripping, supercharging, all that great stuff. So check that out, and I look forward to making more content for you. We'll see you in the next one.